Hey everybody, welcome to the show. This is Dr. Levi with your show, The Dr. Levi Show. Today is August the 9th, 2017. Beautiful day here in Los Angeles, so I hope wherever you are, you're making it a great day. Lots to discuss today as per usual. I want to remind you that wherever you are today, make it a good day. Don't think about what happened yesterday. Don't even think about the future. Think about the only thing you really have is now. N-O-W. So make it good. Remind yourself that you're here for a great purpose. The universe only has one person here that's like you, and that is you. And remember, you take you wherever you go. So why not take a person that's happy, that lives in gratitude, grateful that you're able to take a breath, that you can walk, that you can see, that you have a roof, that you have a home, that you have your health. I believe that our first gift in life is our health. If you have your health, you have a lot. Because then you have hope and you can do things to make your life even better. So I want to really thank you for being with us today. We have a great show planned for you. We have really someone on our show today who is a legacy, who is an icon in baseball. He's someone that when it comes to pinch hitting, when it comes to being one of the greatest outfielders to ever play the game, and I'm going to give you one hint. He is from the Dominican Republic. That's all I'm going to say. I have other words I can share with you. Phenomenal. Of great service. I'll give you another hint. Manny Mota International Foundation. I'll give you another hint. One of the best in the league for the Dodgers history. The only one that's even gotten close has been Mike Piazza, who surpassed him. But his record has stood for how many years? Truly one of the greatest in all of baseball history. And we're really fortunate and happy to have him with us today. So I'm going to bring him on shortly. I want to talk to you just briefly today about medicine, give you a quick medical moment. Let's talk about one injury that we see a lot in baseball, and that is lateral ulnar collateral ligament tears. Often, baseball pitchers, for example, there's so much torque with valgus throwing of the ball that they will develop an injury to the ulnar collateral ligament of the elbow. This is the area I'm talking about. It will sometimes rip that ligament apart. Well, for myself as an orthopedic surgeon, there are ways that we can implement to actually repair that. So repair with either the native tissue, or we can actually take another tendon, like the palmaris longus tendon, and actually use that to imbricate that and strengthen and reconstruct the ulnar collateral ligament. We try not to do that when we can, especially in professional players. Of all the Olympic athletes that I take care of from all over the world, I'm always big about doing everything non-operative first, meaning physical therapy, acupuncture, rest, occupational therapy. There's so many things that we can do to the body without surgery. And I always remind people that when it comes to surgery, surgery does one of three things: makes you better, makes you worse, or no change. It's always one of those three. So it's always better if you can to implement a system with your doctor that is non-invasive, that is non-surgical. Now I say that even though I'm an orthopedic surgeon, the gamer's doctor, all those other titles, the bottom line, I am a very, very conservative surgeon because there's nothing that surgery cannot make worse. So myself, even as a great technician, as the good surgeon that I believe I am by the grace of God, I still try my best to only do that when everything else has failed. So I want to remind you about that also. One other quick thing I want to talk to you about is that we see in many sports and in baseball also are rotator cuff injuries. So the rotator cuff's musculature is combined of four muscles. Often we see a tear of one or two of those muscles, and someone will have difficulty with lifting their arm above their head, difficulty with pain in their arm, difficulty sleeping, difficulty throwing, lifting, doing a push-up. Often this is associated with a rotator cuff injury. Well, how do we treat that? Depending on the age of the person, with physical therapy, with acupuncture, with rest, with a modification or change in the sport that they're doing. But more importantly, it's recognizing. So if you have pain in your shoulder, go to the doctor. First thing we do, of course, is physical exam. The second is an x-ray. The third, of course, is an MRI. The MRI is very invasive. However, when it's needed, we do this. So I want to put all of these things out here today so that you're aware when it comes to the body, when it comes to physical fitness, you only have one body. So appreciate it. Exercise. Minimize drinking. Don't smoke. Be positive about your thoughts in life. Take time to either pray or meditate, whatever you do to find a sense of calm. And then most importantly, the thing that I think is the highest order of humanity is to live a life of service. Ask yourself, what are you giving back to the community? What are you doing back? What are you giving back to the world? What are you doing to your community, to your family? Start with the microcosm of your family and ask yourself the question, are you a constructive element in your family? Do you bring love, peace, joy, and commitment? Or do you bring destruction and hate and jealousy and anger and judgment? Ask yourself those questions. Why? Because you take you wherever you go. So I advise you to take a you that's happy, that's loving, that's kind, that's of service. And I want to remind you also when it comes to veterans, please, 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 be kind to the veterans. Those men and women have given so much to this country for us to have our established freedoms. I'm bringing this up because yesterday I saw something that I thought was tough to watch. I was able to correct it a little bit, but it was tough to watch. So I was walking out of a 7-Eleven, and there was a veteran standing on the curb there as you step up to the 7-Eleven. And a guy came up right next to me as I was opening the door for him to hold the door for him. And the veteran had a cup out that said, we'll work for money or food or even a beer. And so I, as I was walking him, I said, I'll talk to you when I come out. So the guy that walked right next to me, the veteran had his cup out, and he kicked the cup out of the veteran's hand. And I'm a pretty, mild-mannered guy for the most part. But I had to stop and tell the guy that, that's a human being, that he's a veteran, that you can't do that to another human being. It doesn't work that way. And he got a little bit upset, but we kind of talked about it, and I just told him what I thought was the right thing to do. And then I apologized to the veteran who was there for what was done to him. And then I bought him some food, and we talked a little bit. But I'm always amazed how in the what I call the human sphere, the sphere of human beings, how human beings can think that they're better than other people. We all put on our pants or whatever you wear the same way. We all bleed red. I'm always amazed how people can think that someone else is less than. As a physician, I'm no better than the dog walker, the accountant, the teacher. It's just a job of service. And as I've said many times, I can be the doctor today. I may be the patient tomorrow. So it's always very important to know that we should treat every human being with respect, every human being with kindness, every human being. The easiest thing to do, I think, is treat every human being the way we want to be treated. It's not that difficult if you think about it. It just isn't. So that experience yesterday was pretty intense for me. But I was really happy. I stayed really calm, and I talked to the gentleman, and I talked to the veteran, and then I was able to kind of let it go. I still haven't let it go yet, but I'm working on that. So I do think it's important that we all do our best to be kind to other human beings. It's so important. So with that said, when it comes to kindness, and I want to talk about the Manny Mota International Foundation, it comes to human beings that have really made their mark in history, someone who is really iconic in the world of sports and truly in the world of baseball. And this is an individual, think about it, who has played with the Giants, the Pirates, the Expos, and then fortunately Los Angeles here, our wonderful, beautiful city. We were happy to have him introduced here in 1969, I believe, is when he started playing with the Dodgers. So it's really wonderful. I want to give an extraordinary, great welcome to the iconic, the phenomenal Manny Mota. Welcome, Mr. Mota. Happy to have you with us.
Nice to have you here. Nice to be. Doc, you know what? You can rap.
Oh, can I? Thank you, Mr.
Now
Mota.
I see you can be a good salesman.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now I see we got a lot of sponsors.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You know how to do it.
Thanky you, sir. Happy to have you with us.
You know what I
Yes,
like
sir.
about what you talk about the veteran?
Yes, sir.
You know what? You don't let your emotion dictate your decision.
Never.
That's a good word.
Never.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, happy to have
I'm
you
grateful
with us.
and honor. Give me the introduction. I don't deserve all
Oh,
that.
yes, you do.
Next time, make it simple.
No, yes, you do. Yes, you do. I mean, I think it's phenomenal to have. You got to think you're one of the greatest pinch hitters in history.
No.
Yes, you are.
I
Yes,
was
you are.
one of the longest pinch hitters in the baseball.
But you gave so much to this sport. You know, baseball
Yeah,
is a
but
phenomenal
sports give a
sport.
lot to me too.
It's true.
I'm so grateful. So
True.
I have to give something back.
That is true.
And God gave me the ability to give something back. So I'm so grateful.
Well, you're
to
giving a
this
lot
game.
back. Well, I'm grateful to have you here today. I want to talk about your life growing up in the Dominican Republic. You know, did you have a lot of brothers and sisters, mom and dad? What did they do to stimulate you to go into sports? What was that like for you?
Wow. First of all, I grew up with the Catholic Church.
Yes.
With the Celestial Father.
Right.
I used to play ball over there. Used to play basketball.
Yes, sir.
Used to play a lot of soccer because we got a lot of teachers from Europe.
Oh, of course.
But my choice was baseball.
Yes.
Because I like baseball the best. I used to play in this field like any Dominican kid, no
Right.
glove, no
Just
shoes.
playing.
But we just played to have fun.
Right, because you
And
love the
then
game.
That's what I did because I love the game.
Yes.
And my goal was, when I was a little, to be a major league ball player.
That was your goal. You wanted that.
That was my goal.
Yes.
I want that. And I won't let anything stop me
Right.
from getting my goal. I know I was going to be easy.
Right.
We got a lot of perseverance.
Absolutely.
You know, I went to the Catholic Church,
Yes.
and I play in the Catholic Church baseball. Before we play, every day I had to pray for 15 minutes.
Yes.
And
yes.
then to play on Sunday, you got to take a confession on Saturday and confession and communion on Sunday to be allowed to play baseball.
Yes.
That's the way I grew up. I'm so grateful
Right.
to the Salesian priests
Absolutely.
because we got a lot of priests from Europe, and they give me a lot of and good orientation. I'm
Right.
very grateful for that.
So you really look at as you were growing up that it was baseball along with a sense of spiritual understanding that everything will be okay.
Everything together.
Yes.
But I got to pay my respect to Lord.
Oh, absolutely.
So I had to go to church,
Absolutely.
take my confession,
Right.
take my communion, and pray every day because that's the way my mother teach me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I get that formation, home formation,
Right.
and which is very, very important.
Right. I want to tell you, as you said, I want to tell you something really quickly. Yesterday, after I saw the incident with the veteran, I went down to the church where I go to Mass, and I sat in the church for about 25 minutes. And I was really, in my mind, I sat there thinking, I'm grateful that I thought about something my dad would always say as a kid is, always be aware, Levi, that no one should ever dictate to you your response. He said, always respond versus react. And as I sat there, I was thinking, it's good to be able to come to church and just sit peacefully and remember my dad, who's been passed now for 7-8 years now, but just to think about something that he said as a kid that's real, that I can apply to my life now at 35 plus years old,
Something else I learned from my house, from the principal in my house, my mother, to respect people
Yes.
and treat people the way I like to be treated.
Absolutely.
As a human being.
Absolutely.
That's something I learned from my mother.
Absolutely.
And that's something being very good for me.
Right.
Because I apply that to all my life.
Right.
And I'm still doing that because that's what we taught the kids.
Absolutely.
We teach the kids, and we also taught the players
Right.
to respect people
Always.
and treat people with respect.
Always, always. I want to know, what did your parents think about your decision to want to play baseball? How did they feel about that? Because that's a major decision.
That's a good decision.
Yeah, great decision.
Okay. My father, I don't get to know my father that well.
Okay.
My father died when I was about 6 years old. So my mother, she had to raise 8 kids without a father, without a husband.
Wow.
And that was tough.
It
But
had to be.
I used to help my mother any way I can.
Right.
You know what? I used to sell candies to help my mother to get some income.
Right.
And I'm proud
Yes.
to do that.
Absolutely.
Because that's what's my way to contribute with my mother. But, I would get a lot of help from my sister
Right.
and my brothers. They always support me. And you know what? My mother don't want me to play baseball.
She did not.
She doesn't want me to play baseball. And then my son was surprised, said, you know what, Mama? You don't want me to play baseball, and now we're living out of baseball.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your mom sounded like she was really an extraordinarily strong and powerful
A strong woman.
Just
A strong
amazing.
woman and very straight.
Yeah.
If you look,
she had you with 8 children.
if you look at Mother Eye, she give you the message.
Really.
So behave yourself
Do the right
and
thing.
do the right thing.
Right. Well, look at the effect it's had on you as a young man that you are. That it's giving you this sense of discipline, of focus, and of achievement. That's all from the mother.
You mentioned discipline.
Yes,
Discipline is very important in life.
I agree.
Don't matter what you do,
I
what
agree.
sport. If you have no discipline, you don't know what you're doing.
I agree
So
with you.
discipline for me is very, very important.
Right. Yeah, I think discipline is. I shared this with you. Well, several weekends ago, I have a boxing coach I've been going to now for many, many years. And so I got there, and I was the only one there, and I get there early. My dad would always say, if you get there on time, then you're 15 minutes late. So I got there, and he said, "Levi, you're here again?" I said, "Yeah, I'm ready to roll." He said, "You're the only one that comes always, and you're ready, and you're intense." I said, "Well, that's just me." He said, "No, it's the discipline that you have." He said, "The other people that are here, they're coming to play around, but you're coming to learn, you're coming to really train, and you're really coming to train your mind." And I never really thought about it like that, but I think he's right. I think athleticism gives us that. It gives us a sense of purposeful focus and discipline that unless you do athletics, you really don't understand. People won't understand it.
And besides that, you talk about discipline. You got to talk also about responsibility.
I agree.
You have to be on time,
Yes.
or better be 30 minutes earlier. Why not?
Correct.
That way you can relax.
Right.
You can take your time.
Right.
And this life and this game's a preparation.
I agree.
If you get there early, you can prepare yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't let anybody surprise you. You surprise the other people.
Right. You surprise them. When you say that, Mr. Mota, it made me think of something else that my father would say is that when it comes to and this is something I saw in medical school too that was interesting, is that we talk about people who are late. If people who are chronically late, it means one thing. One, they want attention, and two, they have no respect for someone else's time. And I think for us, it's important to respect people and to be respected at all times.
I agree with that, Doctor.
Period.
I really agree.
I want to hear about your transitions from the Giants to the Pirates to the Expos to the Dodgers. When you were going through all those transitions to really great teams, in your mind, did you always have the thought that you wanted to end up with being a player with the Dodgers, or you just sort of like let the universe put you where it felt you should be?
Doctor, in life, you can never anticipate what's going to happen.
Right.
Just be ready to face the fact. Right. First of all, let's talk about when I come from the Dominican to the United States.
Yes.
I come to Dominica to the United States. I don't say when because if I mention, people are going to call me old man.
Right. Right. That's possible. That's absolutely possible. Yes.
No, but I signed with the Giants. I spent about 6 years in the Giant organization.
Right.
During those days, that was I don't say league, but that was a rule.
Right.
And that was the system. You got to play Class D, C, B,
Then
A, AA, and AAA.
wow.
You start at Class D, and then you move on. But wasn't easy, Doctor, but I like competition.
Right.
I like competition because I believe in myself.
Right.
I believe in my ability, and I believe in Lord,
Right.
in God.
Absolutely.
Put Lord first
Absolutely.
and the family.
Absolutely.
Because I was so proud of myself.
Right.
And I tried so hard, and I know I was going to make it.
Right.
I say I start in Class D. From D, I don't play C.
Right.
I play B, A, AA, AAA, and then the Major League.
Wow.
I come up with the Giants in 1962.
Right.
Only for the half the season, they sent me back down to AA. And then when I came back, they trained me to Houston. You forgot to mention that. See,
That's true.
See,
Actually,
Doctor, you
did
don't
go to
read the
Houston.
biography. What's huh? I was listening to you mention Houston. I said, what's wrong with the Doctor?
Mr. Mota, stop. Exactly. Houston was in the mix. That's true.
Doctor, you gotta have fun, Doctor.
Yes.
You're only gonna live one.
That's true.
Don't make it hard.
Right.
Make it simple.
Right.
Enjoy and relax.
I agree.
Think about next surgery.
Exactly.
You know what, Doctor? Let me mention this. See, that's why you bring me here.
Right.
You want to have a good time?
Exactly.
See, doctor, this is what we told the players. Let's say, if you are a doctor, right?
Yes.
Let's say you do 10 surgery
Yes.
and you fail in 7 or 10 surgery, you are a bad doctor,
Oh,
right?
you got a bad doctor. Oh,
You're
yeah.
not bad, you're a terrible doctor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You feel at one, you got
But
a problem.
in baseball,
Right.
it's the other way around.
True.
If you fail 7 times and you do well on the 3 times, you're 300 hitter.
That's true. 300 hitter.
So that's
true.
why you have to
That's
think
true.
about yourself
That's true.
and think. You mentioned something.
Yes, sir.
You got to be positive.
Oh, always.
In life, you have to be
Always.
positive.
Always.
And you know, you as a doctor, you're a good doctor. But always is room to improve and get better.
Always. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay,
Always.
that's what we told the player.
Right.
Doctor, never be satisfied.
Never.
Because
Never.
you want to do better. If you
Right.
don't do good today,
Right.
you want to do better tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But never be satisfied.
Never.
If you get 4 hits today, think about getting 5 hits tomorrow, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe, as you said so well, always room for improvement, always room to get better, always room to give more of yourself and to be more fit, more healthy. There's always more. There's always another level up. Always.
You gotta be hungry.
Got to be hungry.
All
Got to
the
be
time.
thirsty. Have
Yeah.
to be. Have to
And
be.
you gotta believe yourself.
Right. You know, when you were going through all those transitions from the D team up to the major leagues, what would you say would be like 2 of the major challenges that you had that you overcame during that time?
Well, I'd say one was the language.
Yes.
The language and competition.
Right.
Competing against the other guy.
Right.
And I love competition.
Of course.
And I know I can be the other guy because I believe in myself.
Right.
And I believe my ability.
Right.
And I believe in God.
Right.
And I believe in my family.
Of course.
So if I face the pitcher, I don't think the problem was for me. The problem was for him to get me out because I know I can beat him.
Exactly.
Because I was positive and mentally prepared
Right. And
to
ready.
do my job.
Exactly.
Ready? I'm always ready. I born ready, doctor.
That's the way it should be. I like that. That's the way it should be. I was born ready. Now, what about your wife? What was Marguerite, correct?
Oh my
What was
God.
she
My
thinking
wife,
about all
she
these
played
transitions?
big role in my life.
She had to. She
She's
had
the
to.
one who gave me support,
Right.
backed me up
Right.
during good times and
And
bad
bad.
times. When
She
I get
stood
off
with you.
When I get off for 4, I got my head down. She always come to me, Dad, don't worry about tomorrow's another day, and the sun will shine.
That's
Will
fantastic.
bright.
That's
Yeah, but
fantastic.
she be my inspiration and motivation in this game and also in my life.
In your life.
Right.
If you don't mind me, you guys have been married now for 50 plus years.
We've been married forever.
That's
I'm proud of my wife. I'm proud of my life and proud of my kids.
right.
Yeah.
And speaking of your kids, you had 2 of your sons, Andy and Jose, but actually a third son who actually played baseball for a while.
They
correct?
did. You know
They
what,
did.
doctor?
Yes, sir.
One time talking to my wife,
Yes.
I said, you know what? We got 8 kids. You've been good catcher by being good hitter too.
Right, right. I'm not responding. The doctor said nothing. Oh my God. Mr. Mota. God bless your wonderful wife.
Thank you.
Oh
doctor,
my
thank you.
God.
See what I do to you?
Right.
See, if you know this is going to happen, you don't invite me to your show.
That's not true. Oh, happy to have you here. Wow. Wow. That's something.
Going back to the question,
Yes, sir.
last time with the Giants, I get traded to the Houston Colt 45.
Yes.
You don't remember that? You're
I
too
don't
young for
remember
that.
him. Yeah, I don't
Well, I don't know
remember
about your memory anyway. But from Houston, I went to the Pirates.
Right.
I played in Pittsburgh for 6 years.
Right.
And I got the honor and the privilege to play with the best player I ever saw playing this game, Roberto Clemente.
Oh, yeah.
We spent 6 years together.
Right.
I learned a lot from Roberto Clemente
Right.
about hitting, also about life. He was a great, great human being.
I believe that.
I really enjoyed my years with Clemente. We like brothers. He used to
Right.
come to visit me in Dominican. I used to go and visit him in Puerto Rico and give him some baseball clinic. From Pittsburgh, I went to Montreal.
Yes, Expos.
I was the first draft choice of the Montreal Airport. See, you don't know that, doctor. You think you read about baseball? You don't know about baseball. You don't know nothing. See, and then
Manny Mota, what can I say? I can't say
Doctor,
anything.
And then from Montreal,
Yes.
I came to LA.
Right.
See, I got a super broken elbow.
Yes, sir.
And then they did a surgery in Houston. And the doctor told me, say, Manny, you're going to play again. Say, we're going to wait. You got to wait 2 years to do another surgery to see if you can play. I said, doctor, I'm going to play. Say, don't worry about it. I'm going to play. You know why? Because I believe in God.
Right. You knew that would
And I
happen.
believe in myself. Yeah.
Right.
And then I used to have a priest, a friend of mine, and he gave me piece of land. He bring from Rome.
Right.
He say, rub that in your elbow and don't worry about it. The doctor say, you're going to go to swim training. I say, doctor, I'm going to go to swim training.
Right.
I called the general manager. I said, give me permission to be in swim training.
Wow.
I went to rehab. I made the team. And then from there, they trained me to LA. When they trained me to LA, that saved my career. Because in Montreal was so cold for
Yeah,
me.
it's a cold place.
And
It's
you
true.
know, to rehab you, but
You
think you know about,
Yeah, you want
about that, right? About
Yes.
that kind of surgery, right?
Right.
I don't know if you know, doctor. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I've done that surgery. Done that surgery many times.
No, but I got to LA, different weather, different organization,
Right.
third class organization, organization with a lot of great history.
How did it feel when you first got here? How did that feel? In your mind, could you wrap your mind around the fact that you're going from Canada, from Montreal, to now you're in beautiful, warm Los Angeles?
Oh, I was so happy and so pleased and so grateful.
Right.
I came to LA to this organization and also to LA. LA, for us, I talk about us, mention the whole family.
Right.
This is our second city for us, our second country. We're so grateful
Right.
and so pleased. We really enjoy every minute and every hour and every second in LA. The fans being so great. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
have the word to
Oh,
describe
it's nothing like
the
it.
way they treating us.
Right.
And also the organization. I've been with the team, doctor, 48 years, older than you.
Wow.
Look, yeah,
Pretty-
older than
pretty
I don't know.
close.
You look like 50 to me.
This is the Manny Mota hour. I can't say anything.
No, doctor, you know.
Well, what you got here, you literally got here. It was June 11th, 1969 when you got here with
That's
the
why
Dodgers.
they give me number 11. See, you
Right.
don't know that. You don't know. You think you know, you don't know nothing, doctor. See, I came together with Maury Wells.
Right.
My brother Maury, and we come together from Montreal. This is what happened. The Dodgers want to give Maury Wells in a trade.
Yes.
And Montreal say, okay, you want Maury? We got to throw money in the package. That's how I come over here.
Same
When I
time.
talk to Maury, I say, Maury, I come here with the package. He say, yeah, but still working. I'm out of baseball now. It's still working.
right.
No, but I really enjoy being a lady.
But what about this? How did you choose to be an outfielder, though? How did
Well-
that come versus being a baseman?
When I was a kid, I used to fish.
Right.
Well, I used to pitch 3 games a day, and then I get
Oh, pain in your
back.
shoulder,
Yeah.
tendonitis.
And then I stay in the outfield because I used to be a really good hitter, lucky hitter.
Oh,
And then I
you
say,
were a
I
great
want to
hitter.
be outfielder. And then I decided to play the outfield. I used to play basketball. I
Right.
like basketball. But in basketball, I cannot sit down and watch a game for 3 hours.
3 hours.
I like the last inning.
Right. You want to be out there.
Not the last inning because that's what the game is going to decide.
That's true.
The last 5 minutes.
That's true.
Why wasting my time for 3 hours
To
and
get
watching
to
the
those
game
5
like
minutes.
you do?
Right. I love all sports.
No, but being in LA, being so grateful for us, and we're so proud of being in LA. And you know what? I'm from the Dominican.
Right.
Proud to be Dominican.
Absolutely.
But grateful to be part of the greatest country in the world,
Oh, yes.
United States of
Yes.
America. I'm so
Yes.
grateful to this country,
Right.
doctor. I cannot describe how
believe
grateful I am to the United States of America
Right.
for giving us, we talk about my family, the opportunity
Yes.
to work in this beautiful
Yes.
country.
Very much so. And what is it like for you working with a phenomenal and beloved company like the LA Dodgers? I mean, Dodgers, we love the Dodgers. This is a city that is built on, we talk about Dodger
you mentioned
blue.
something
Yes, sir.
a little while ago.
Yes, sir.
You say we all got a bleed
Oh, you're all bleed
red.
Yes.
No, you're wrong. Because we got one guy who bleed blue.
Blue.
Tommy Lasorda.
Tommy
See,
Lasorda,
you forget
yes,
about
yes,
that, doctor. See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't know nothing.
right. Well, let's talk about Tony Lasorda. Let's talk about Vince Scully. What was it? What has it been like for you to actually have worked with both of those gentlemen? I mean, it's pretty phenomenal.
I coached for Tommy.
Right.
I played for Tommy. I get to know Tommy very well. Right. I managed against Tommy in the Dominican Republic, Winter League. So I really appreciate what Tommy did for me. He treated me with great deal of respect.
Right.
I respect him, and we get along really well. He's a great person. Right. But he's like you. He can rap a lot.
right. He can rap a lot. Well, what about working with a legend like Vince Scully?
Oh, Vince Scully, that's a privilege and honor. Not only be working with Benny, just to be around Benny. Right. That made my day. Anytime I talk to Benny, I don't know. I went to another world. Right. Because Benny is such a great person. Right. The best announcer in baseball.
Oh, ever.
And you know what? We went to Mass every Sunday in Dodger Stadium. And you know what Vince Scully did? He did the reading.
Really?
During Mass. He's a great Catholic and beautiful and great human being. I got a great deal of respect and admiration for both, for Lasorda or for Mr. Vince Scully.
Right. I mean, they're like yourself. They really are a part of
No, not like me. Don't put me in that category, doctor. I don't belong there.
Oh, yes, you do.
No,
yes.
I appreciate that, doctor, but I don't belong there.
Yeah. You know, you're very humble, which is phenomenal, but you still are an icon in baseball. From pinch hitting to what you've done, to being a part of the Dodger organization, to being a broadcast on Spanish television, you've done a tremendous amount. Tremendous, sir.
I try to give my contribution any way I possibly can. Right. Because you know how long I've been in the organization? 48 years. Wow. And tell me which company keep an employee for 48 years. No. I'm very grateful because they treat me with a great deal of respect and dignity.
Right. When you were the coach for a while. You were a coach for the Dodgers for a while. You did their pinch hit coaching basically.
I'm still coaching. When the teams are home, I'm still coaching, working with the hitting coach, with the Puy and some other guys. Wow. And I'm a utility man. Right. Because they want me to do radio, I be there. They want me to do TV, I be there. Like I say, doctor, this is not preparation. You gotta be prepared in life to face life all the time. Don't let anything surprise you. You surprise the other people.
Absolutely. You know, what would you say, you know, by the grace of God, really allows you to keep this great passion for this phenomenal game of baseball? What keeps you loving it so much?
My dedication and love for the game. And I love my job.
Yes.
And I love to help other people. Give my advice from what I learned in this game, pass it out to the kids and to other people. But I got responsibility with myself, with Lord, and my family, and my organization. Right. And I will do anything I can possibly to give back to the organization, which is giving me so much. Absolutely. That's my contribution.
Yes. Now, if you had like, let's say, 5 young players in front of you right now, and they were asking you for advice, what are the 3 or 5 principles you would tell them to take with them for life through their baseball careers that have helped you?
The first one, the more important, be humble.
Yes.
And don't take anything for granted. Be on time, work hard, be positive, and believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. And practice religion. Doesn't matter what religion you belong to.
But practice
just
it.
practice with faith.
Right.
No, do it. If you're gonna do it from your heart.
Right.
Not from the mouth out.
Right. Live it. Right. Very, very powerful. You know, I talking to you today, I'm inspired to be just a a better human being, a better man, hearing what you say, because it is about discipline, it's about passion, and it's about being on time and making your life work.
And dedication, doctor.
Right.
And the only way as a player and as a hitter you can improve and get better is with repetition, repetition, and repetition. That's the only way you can be consistent. If you want to be a consistent doctor, you have to practice.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to, not one day. No. You got to do it every day.
It's a lifetime.
Because you can be a better doctor than what you are now. Because I don't know what you are right now.
Right, right.
I don't know what kind of doctor you are now, but you can be better.
Always, always. This is true, though. This is true. It's interesting, in my mind, I'm always thinking when it comes to medicine or life, what can I do more? What can I do more? What can I contribute more? What can I do to make myself more informed, more educated? What can I do to be of greater service? I think we do have to always think that. I think that's the ticket to a great life.
And also, anytime you do surgery, you have to believe in yourself.
Oh, yes.
You have to believe in what you're doing. That's what we told the hitters.
Right.
You have to believe in yourself. You got to have confidence.
Right.
And remember, confidence, you can get confident to another level. Don't keep your confidence at the same level.
Correct.
Because you can get better. You can raise your confidence to
no level.
High level.
I tell you, when it comes to surgery, though, one thing that I do whenever I operate, even whenever I see patients in the morning, I always say, and I'm always thinking, God, let these hands be your hands. Use me. I surrender to thee. I'm always aware that I'm this big, but God is that big. So I'm aware that I'm just a vehicle by which He is to be of service to people. But I'm not the guy. He's the guy.
He's the guy. See,
He's the guy.
When you do surgery, you don't think you do the surgery.
Never.
He's doing the surgery for
through
you.
me. Right.
He dictate you what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Because you gotta trust Him.
Absolutely.
And believe in Him.
Absolutely.
And don't ask Lord for help when you're in trouble.
Right. And if you haven't done the work,
pray all the time. You gotta be. That's when you talk about consistent.
Right.
You gotta be consistent. Repeat,
absolutely.
and repeat.
And live a life that way. It's not about the talking.
Oh no.
It's how do
Doctor,
you
I don't
live.
believe in talking.
Right.
I believe in production.
I agree with that.
Talking ship.
I agree with that.
Production, that's what we need.
Absolutely. I agree with that. It's not what you say, it's what you
do.
do.
You may not work 1, 2, 3.
Right. So I Manny Mota, what can I say?
What are you going to talk about now? The foundation?
Well, I want to hear about the Manny Mota International Foundation.
Oh no, we got a great foundation.
Right.
We got a
because it helps people in
the
Dominican as well as in the
United States.
Right.
See, the reason
your daughter, I know, plays a
decided-
major role in that. With helping
so
you with
she's
that.
the brain.
Right.
Her and my wife, I just the PR.
Which you're just a PR. You're more than the PR.
Yeah,
You're
but we create the foundation because we think about helping the other people,
right.
poor people, and we got a lot of program.
Right.
See, we emphasize a lot in education because we believe we can help the kids to better education.
Absolutely.
We're teaching baseball. We teach about life, but education for us, doctor, is number one.
Number one.
We want every child in the Dominican Republic to get good education.
Absolutely.
Because the children, they are the hope.
Yes. They
Right?
are the future. They really
They
are
are the
the
future.
They really are.
Right.
Right.
So we got to give them
Right.
the guidance.
Absolutely.
We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to guide them the best way we possibly be.
Absolutely. When I was reading about your organization and what you've done,
Know what I'm doing. What
Right.
we're doing as a family.
That's
because
true.
I don't do it by myself.
That's true.
We got a lot of volunteer people,
That's true.
and the whole family is involved.
That's true.
And we know we want to help.
Right.
Doesn't matter how much time we need to take, because we want to make sure the kids, they get love.
Right.
Because sometimes, you can help a lot, the
Right.
kids. Economy, but they need love.
Yeah. They
You got to then love to gain confidence from them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And to know how and when to approach the kid, because everybody's different.
Everybody.
Everybody's different.
Right.
You have to know how to learn. That's
Right.
that's the manager. One thing they have to learn.
Right.
You got 25 guys. They all different.
All.
So you have to learn their personality, and that way you know how to approach them
Right.
and how to get the best of them. That's what we do with the children in Dominica. But we treat them with a great deal of respect. We treat those kids like we treat our kids.
That's the way it
Because
should
for
be.
us, they are part of the family.
They are.
And so grateful
Right.
and so pleased and so lucky to have the opportunity to spend and share time with the kids, and that make our life,
It
the
really
whole
does.
family.
It really does. I want to tell you, I'm definitely going to, before you leave today, I want to give you $1,000 donation to the foundation, so hopefully that will have
You don't want to
some
give it to
impact.
me. You're
Well, I
going
have
to
to give
give it to the foundation.
I'm giving it to the foundation because I
Okay.
believe in what the foundation is doing.
Because we work as a team.
Absolutely. But more importantly, I believe that the foundation can make a difference in the lives of people who feel like they've been abandoned or that they don't matter. Because everybody matters. Everybody has worth. Everybody has value.
Everybody is a human being. And you know what, doctor? Sometimes kids have problems. You got to find out what kind of problem they have.
Right.
And everybody needs second opportunity.
Everybody.
Because what you try to do with those kids, bring him back to the society.
Right.
Don't push him away.
No.
Listen to them.
Right.
And that way you know how you can help
Right.
any children. You know how many kids we feed for lunch?
How
And
many?
kids in adult during the year? 38,000 kids a year, including adults.
That is fantastic.
Let me tell you what happened. One day, doctor, I was ready to go home, and I saw this lady sitting with the head down. I told two guys were with me, and I said, that lady got problem. I said, let me check with her. I went to the lady, I said, you got problem. I know. I saw your head down, and I know she was a Christian because she got a long skirt.
Right.
I said, you got problem. She said, no. I asked him again, you got problem, you want to tell me? And then she started crying. I say, why you crying? You got problem? I said, trust me, I want to help you. And she said, the reason I'm crying is because I got 5 kids at home. And 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and she said, they haven't get anything. And I say, oh, my Lord. I say, you know what? Come with me now. I give him, we prepare a bag of groceries for her to take home.
Right.
And then we told her, you can come here to the foundation. You can eat every day.
Every day.
If you put yourself in that position,
Right.
that lady, if you happen to be the mother, and 5 children,
With nothing.
and nothing in the stomach, at 5 o'clock, how do you feel? 5 o'clock
Absolutely.
from the phone. And that was a big experience for me. I told the guy, that could be your sister.
Absolutely.
That could be your mother.
Absolutely.
That could be
Right.
my sister. So
Right.
I said, that's why we got to treat everybody with respect.
I agree.
And see, Lord put me in that position that day.
To see that and to be
Yeah.
and to help her.
That's right. See, I don't do it. Lord tell me to do it.
I believe
That's
that.
why.
When you look at your life, would you say that your faith has gotten even stronger as you matured into your career? How does your faith develop like this?
Well, my faith always been stronger. When you see a situation like that, doctor, I believe your faith go to another high level. When you see this kind
Elevated.
of situation, your faith increase a lot.
Right. And what does the Dodgers organization think about your foundation, what you're doing? Because they got to be very proud of what you're doing because it's making such a
they
difference.
helping. We proud. We're very proud
to
of what
be.
we're doing, and everything we do, we're doing from our heart
Right.
because you feel that way.
Right.
If you don't feel that way, don't do anything.
Don't do it.
Don't do it just to be in TV or radio or promotion. No, publicity. No,
Do it for
do
service.
for service and do what you feel in your heart.
I agree.
And you know what we're doing.
Right. What is the blessing of having your daughter and your wife involved with the organization? That must be just a good thing for you to have them with you by your side, standing with you.
That's great for that's a blessing.
Right.
To have not only my daughter and my wife involved, to have all the 8 kids involved. They all contribute to the foundation because they know what we're doing. That's what they saw, and that's how they raise.
Yes.
When we pass away, they're going to be the one in charge.
Yep. That's the legacy.
And they're going to continue what we start.
Right. But it's wonderful too that the Manny Mota International Foundation will always be a part of your legacy. Will always be a part of that.
And we also work in LA. We're helping people in Los Angeles, poor people. See, we find the area where they need the more help.
Yes.
And that's the area we approach. Cecilia do that, my daughter.
Cecilia works really hard.
Yeah, but she's like you. She can rap a lot too. Yeah. But she's good. She's good. She's very smart.
She's
and
smart. She's hardworking.
She got a good heart like her mother.
Right, she does.
Yeah.
She
Doctor,
does.
I got a present for you. I hope you don't throw it away.
Oh, for me?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Don't be excited, Doctor.
I am excited. Hey, everybody, take a look. It's Manny Mota. Signed. It's a bubble. It's fantastic.
See, that's a tricycle I use in Arizona for swing training.
Wow, I love it.
See, the other guy, they got a golf car. I got
Right.
my bicycle. Yeah. And I gave more.
My Manny Mota bobblehead. This is great. This, when I'm moving my office this month, this is going to be right when you walk into my office. It's the first thing people are going to see. This is very special. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, Doctor, you're
Wow.
very, very welcome.
Wow, just amazing.
No, that's you. I want to shake your
thank
hand.
you. Well, thank you, Mr. Mota.
I don't want it back.
Right.
Hey, Doctor, I know Indian giving.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is fantastic. Can you guys see this? It's just fantastic. Wow. This is iconic. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah,
Just,
Doctor,
thank you very much, sir.
I'm proud of my family,
Right.
proud of my kids, proud of my wife,
Right.
proud of the Dodger organization,
Oh yes.
proud of all the fans
Right.
who really supporting me,
Right.
and also proud of this beautiful country.
Yes, it's a great
Happy
country.
to be here and be part of the beautiful nation.
Absolutely. But I tell you, though, it's a great country, but I want to say, too, because I'm such a big Dodger guy, is the Dodgers are really a part of the fabric of Los Angeles. They are an iconic, celebrated, and loved part of this community. There's nothing like the Dodgers.
That's
Nothing.
what really made the Dodgers big.
Right.
They concern
Yes.
and worry and dedication to help and serve the
Absolutely.
community.
And it
And I
does it.
really appreciate that.
It's a great organization.
Oh,
There's no
without
other
a
words
doubt,
for it.
without a doubt, Doctor,
You
the
know.
best organization in baseball. They are the best.
And it's an
And you know
organization
Doctor?
that continues
right
to
now,
give.
they are the best team in baseball.
Oh, they're going to win the World Series. Don't worry about that. They're going to win.
Doctor,
I already dreamed about it.
I know we're dreaming about too, but
Oh, you're going to see it. Watch.
don't run before you walk.
True. But I
Okay.
think my mind, though, it's one of those things that we all pray about everything. I believe that they've done all the work. Everything has just been made clean, and they're doing the work constantly.
They working as a team.
As a team, right?
They're working together.
Right.
They working as a family,
Right.
and they believe in themselves.
They do.
And
do.
they treat themselves with a great deal of respect. They got
Very
a good
much.
manager.
Yes.
They got a
Yes.
great organization, good communication with the office, and everybody contribute.
Everybody.
You know what made Dodger better? They don't have superstar.
Right.
Everybody in the team is a part of the organization
Exactly right.
and part of the team.
Exactly right.
And that's why I think the team is so good.
I think they're great for that, and I think, as you said so wisely, that it's not trying to build, like many organizations have, build the team around one player. Well, every player is important. Everybody contributes.
Everybody contribute. Everybody is valued to us.
Everybody's a
And
value.
everybody is part of the team.
Exactly.
They know their responsibilities.
Right.
And they know their job.
Well,
so
I tell
they're
you,
happy to be there, and they had fun. That's what they told me.
right.
Have fun,
Right.
enjoy the game.
right.
As long as you give your best. I said, the manager only going to ask for two things. Be on time
Yes,
and give me 100%.
absolutely.
That's simple.
right. That's
And
their
that-
job.
and that's what they're doing, right.
Well, I
And
tell you
that's what
right
they
now,
getting
I-
everything- and believe in themselves.
they do
They
believe in
believe in
themselves.
and they stay positive.
They do.
That's
They
why
do.
they playing the way they are playing right now.
They're playing the best in the league. I feel great about them.
Yeah, but we told
You know.
them, don't take it for granted.
No, never.
Don't take
Every
it for
game is a
granted.
new game.
And you know what? Don't try to underestimate anybody.
Right. Never.
Just play your game, do your best, and don't worry about the other thing.
Period.
Worry about what you can do.
Exactly.
And don't control what you cannot control.
Right.
Just control what you can control and control yourself.
I agree with that. I have to say, everyone, this has been such a pleasure speaking to the iconic Manny Mota.
Here we go again.
I had to say it, but you are.
Here we go
He's so
again.
humble about it, but he is. He's a legend. And now I got a part of the legend I'm going to take to my office. It was just an honor and a pleasure to talk with him. I want to remind everyone to really reach out to the Manny Mota International Foundation. They do a lot of great work nationally, here in the U.S., here in Los Angeles, actually, as well as in Dominican. So it's a great organization. Mr. Mota is a phenomenal speaker, a phenomenal part of baseball Dodger history. So we're grateful to have him with us today. Any closing words, Mr. Mota, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I had the honor, the pleasure, and the privilege to meet Mr. Jackie Robinson. I mean, Mr. Robinson, I expressed Mr. Robinson how grateful as a Latinos we are about him for his perseverance and dedication to break the barrier. And also, he opened the door not only for the African American, he opened the door for us as a Latin American, and I expressed him how grateful we were about him.
Tim, phenomenal.
And that's one of my best days in my life when I get to meet Mr. Jackie Robinson.
Phenomenal. Well, you heard it from the great Manuel. What can you say? Phenomenal outfielder. I got to say it because you are iconic.
Nothing great.
You're
nothing
a legend.
Great.
Yes, you are.
No, legend. No,
yes,
legend.
you are. So I want to thank him for being here today with us. I want to remind everyone, please go to the website for the Manny Mota International Foundation. This is Dr. Levi Harris. Remember, be kind to everyone. And I want to remind you also, be aware when someone does something, I want you to think about these two things. Are you reacting or are you responding? It's always better to respond versus to react, because when you react, you're not in control of yourself or the situation. So this is Dr. Levi Harris, and I appreciate you. Be kind to the veterans. Dodger Blue, stay strong, of course. And remember, if you have any questions or concerns, you can join me on all my social media platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch TV. I'm here to be of service to you. Have a great, great week. And remember, every day is a gift. Bye.